وإياكم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
It is a beautiful hadith that has some of the requirements for hikmah, wisdom. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, whoever is granted wisdom has been granted a lot of good. فَقَدْ أُوتِيَ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا. The Imam, he says, مِنَ الْحِكْمَةِ, these are the things that you should do to have hikmah. One, he says, أَلَّا تُنَازِعَ مَنْ فَوْقَكَ, that you do not quarrel and fight, defy one who has authority over you. This is one of the conditions of hikmah. Again, the Imam salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi is not suggesting that this is all of hikmah, but this is a condition for hikmah, one of the conditions. We have to understand this in its context. So at times there is an oppressive tyrant, and if you say nothing and do nothing, you're allowing them to continue in their tyranny and oppression, or somehow you are supporting it. That is not the situation we're speaking about. In general, person of authority, a police officer stops you, don't argue with them. Don't start fighting with them. You're dealing with any person of authority, including your obviously superiors at work, in the workplace. It's part of hikmah. If you want to achieve with people, you have to be agreeable, not argumentative. Argumentative people don't get far. Be more agreeable. Even children with parents, if you want to achieve both on a very natural level and in this case as with divine intervention. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses children who are more dutiful and not argumentative and not quarreling and fighting or defying the orders and the way their parents want them to be. So this is the first item. There are a few items, so I'll go through them quickly. Each of them, we could speak about them for the entire night. But just so that we finish the hadith and we get some perhaps glimpses of the items for wisdom, and then we can implement them to the best of our ability, inshallah, one by one. So first we said is that you don't argue and fight with your superiors. The second one is that you do not humiliate those who are under you. This is also from hikmah. In fact, that develops a culture of being a good team player and managing your team well, getting more productivity out of them. In the workplace, for instance, if you're a superior and you're humiliating those who are under you, okay, when you're around, they'll do whatever you want them to do. But when you're not around, it goes a different way. So it is important that you treat people who are under you with honor in any position. Then he says, وَلَا تَتَعَاطَى مَا لَيْسَ فِي قُدْرَتِكَ. Don't try something or don't basically get involved in something that is not your capability, that is not your area of ability or expertise. This is also very important because some people, they want to be, basically, what do they call them? jack of all trades. Some people want to be jack of all trades. Do it all. Okay? Generally speaking, focus on something that you are familiar with and you do well. And when it's not your area, let someone else who it is their job, they've done it. You know, in some cultures, in Lebanese cultures, for example, they say give your dough to the baker, let him make it for you, even if he's gonna have half of it. Okay? Even if he's gonna eat half of it, give it to him to bake it. You'll have good bread. Otherwise, you end up having burnt or no bread at all. So again, that's important to make sure that you keep within your area of expertise and don't get involved in something that's not your area. The last few are actually amazing, and they're higher level. He says, وَلَا يُخَالِفَ لِسَانُكَ قَلْبَكَ. Let not your tongue be different to your heart. Meaning what? Don't be hypocrite. You know, don't say what you don't mean. Whatever you believe, you share. Now, we're not speaking about reconciliation issues. We're not speaking about, you know, when somebody asks you a question and you don't want to hurt their feelings. That's a different story altogether. In general, when you want to make a statement, don't be hypocritical. Let your tongue say what your heart believes. And then when your heart believes, then when your tongue says, then you act accordingly. وَلَا قَوْلُكَ فِعْلُكَ. Let not your tongue oppose your heart, and let not your actions oppose your speech. So if you say something, you act accordingly. كَبُرَ مَقْتًا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Quran, He says, it is greatly detested by God that you say that which you do not do. أَن تَقُولُوا مَا لَا تَفْعَلُونَ. So that is the other one. And then the last one is about opportunities in life. And this is another very important one. He says, وَلَا تَتْرُكِ الْأَمْرَ عِنْدَ الْإِقْبَالِ وَتَطْلُبَهُ عِنْدَ الْإِدْبَارِ. Do not miss out on something that comes to you. When it comes, then only to try and seek it when it's going away. Opportunities in life come. When it comes, don't miss out on it. You miss out on it, as soon as it's gone, you'll start wondering, how do I get that? And often it would be too late. We have a hadith that speak of opportunities, even from Amir al-Mu'mineen salamullah alayhi. He says opportunities are like clouds. They go quite fast. Now when you look at the clouds, you may not think they're fast, you know, because they're constantly going. You look at it, okay, it's slow. You look away, in a minute you look up, it's not there anymore, yeah? So it is, when it's there, you take advantage of it. The Imam says, the opportunities in life pass like clouds, so take advantage of them when they're there. In this hadith, he says, don't miss out on something that comes towards you, an opportunity that presents itself to you. Don't miss out on it only to seek it when it's going, when it's on its way away from you. These are some of the lines that the Imam, or some of the items that the Imam considers amongst the things that will grant us wisdom. Luqman in the Quran was described as Hakim. وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا لُقْمَانَ الْحِكْمَةَ. And then in the same chapter, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, whoever we give hikmah, he has been given a lot of goodness. خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا. So hikmah is very, very significant, very important. These are items of hikmah. Inshallah, if we start acting on those, next session we'll share some more items on hikmah. But the condition is you need to remember those. Yeah, I'll share it inshallah, so that you remember them and inshallah start acting on them and then we'll look at more and more lines of hikmah to be implemented in our lives. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.